And hello guys, welcome to our prediction video. As you see guys in front of me, we are doing and starting the week with the Bundesliga. We do not have Premier League. The one of the reasons is that Premier League did happen together with Serie A during the midweek. I did not do that those two videos, because of the simple reason, I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but my Orthodox Christianity, we kind of had Christmas, so I did not kind of manage to do it. So it's simple reason for that. Merry Christmas, by the way, to all Orthodox Christians, I want to say as well. And yeah, I'm gonna start with, as I guys just said, with the Bundesliga. I think we do not have French league as well, so I'm gonna do the Bundesliga, Serie A, and La Liga, and of course I'm gonna give you top prediction video from all of these three leagues, and maybe I'm gonna combine it with something more. I will see if I find something else to put it in as well. But anyways, that is for this week, guys. That is how it is. So anyways, right away, it's the first game, Frankfurt Dortmund, and right away a very hard match. There is a couple of reasons why. Firstly, because we know that Dortmund is very good. Second is that this is the first week that Germany is back with the games. So it's always very tricky when the players come back from this kind of winter vacation, you know, guys, with the family and all that stuff. So it's very always hard to go with stuff. You don't know, should you go with goals, or maybe you should not go with goals. Do you maybe go who's gonna win? You never know you know how the players are reacting in the training grounds and all that stuff. And Frankfurt, on the other hand, have enormous pressure. They have 25 points and they are very close to these Europe spots. Champions League is not far, only 4 points, and both of these, Hoffenheim and Stuttgart, are like 1 point apart. So in that sense, this is kind of a must win for Frankfurt, or at least a draw. I think a draw would be okay, but I think they really want to get a win here. And obviously Dortmund is so hard. They are playing amazing. They are deservingly a second team in the Bundesliga. Yeah, I was very tricky on what to give you here. Then from what I'm seeing, there is a couple of injuries here and there from what I'm seeing here. And we have also gonna take a look on how they meet between each other. So as you see here, sometimes it's not about teams to score that happens all the time. As you see, we had 2 times 2-0 happening. Last game in the cup did happen with both teams to score, but when they play in Bundesliga, you never know what you're gonna get. You can have a 3-3, for example, or you can have a 2-0. So based on this, I really cannot go with goals, especially since I am always afraid with Borussia Dortmund in the league to go with goals, because maybe, yes, lately they had a couple of games where that happened, but as you see here, for example, 2-0, for example, here 2-0, 2-0. So Dortmund is playing very cagey, kind of defensive, and very carefully. I want to say carefully, maybe is the best word, when they are playing in Bundesliga. So that's why, for me, both teams to score is not really actually worth it for the value that they give. So for me, the only kind of solution for this game is to go draw double chance Dortmund. The value is not amazing. It's 1.35. But I was about to say draw double chance Frankfurt, just based on how Frankfurt need it a lot more than Dortmund. Dortmund is kind of safe. They're not gonna challenge the title. There is no way. And I mean, they are 3 points, which is not a lot, but 3 points above the rest. But I just think Dortmund is way too kind of better, and this statistic shows pretty much clearly the stuff. You have 30-30 here and 26-12. So you can see from this that Dortmund kind of gets a goal and close the game. That is how the things work for this season, at least for Dortmund. So for the first game, I'm gonna go draw double chance Dortmund, just based on how they're playing and how cagey they are and how good they are. But I wanna say, guys, it's a first week in the Germany. You pretty much can expect anything. You know, I always hate to play games when it's after they come from a break, or when the season starts, or where they go for the international games and then come back. I always hate those first games, because you never know how they you know, felt there, what they eat there. Did they party? Did the girlfriend, or did they have some problem in the family or whatever? Because all of this stuff affects how you play, and therefore affects the team. So that's why it's very hard for me. So I want to say that right away. Maybe it is even better to go for just of a big value kind of games. You know, for example, I don't know, go that Frankfurt gonna lead that first half, and that then the draw full time. That is the value of that is at least 20, 25, something like that. Maybe that crazy stuff is actually worth going now, because nothing is secure when it's, you know, after break, when you go with it. So yeah, but my official pick just gonna be a draw double chance on Dortmund, and I'm gonna say Frankfurt. I'm gonna say 0 Dortmund. I'm gonna actually put a 0-0 kind of game. Draw double chance on Dortmund, regular pick as my first pick here in Bundesliga. Then second one, Freiburg against HSV. I have nothing, guys, for you here. Even though that HSV and Freiburg are pretty much in similar form, or pretty much the same form, same amount of wins, loss, and draws in last 5 games. But Freiburg is a little bit better, especially here, with the goals conceded and goals scored. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a draw or a win with 1 goal for Freiburg. So I'm gonna go Freiburg 2, HSV 1, but I'm not gonna touch this match, guys. Then we have Heidenheim against Kelm. This is another match that I don't want to participate. It's a match that kind of both of these teams needs points. Heidenheim a lot more, because they have 11. And they, with these 2 wins, pretty much kind of put themselves back in life. But it's still a long process of, you know, coming back. So they need points more. So with that said, I'm gonna go and say a 1-1. I think both of these teams would be happy with a draw, and that's why I'm gonna go with a draw. I think that maybe they're gonna risk it, because they are playing, you know, against teams that, you know, are not that good. So maybe they can even risk and go for maybe all 3 points. We will see. But yeah, it's for me very too risky game, and I am gonna say with a 1-1 kind of game. Then we have Pauli against Leipzig. And Pauli recently kind of little bit shaken up, you know. They got 5 points in 3 games. Yeah, they are also kind of, you know, making some progress in terms of waking up or trying not to be relegated. And on the other side, we have Leipzig that lost last 2 games. They had a kind of hard opponents, Leverkusen and Union Berlin. So for me, this match, based on form of Pauli, can easily be a draw. The odds also show that the bookies are also afraid of a draw, since they have put 2 odds on Leipzig. Means that they are not very much secure that this Leipzig has in the bag. And I pretty much completely agree with the bookies odds here. I think I would pretty much put the same if I had that kind of power. So yeah, nothing that I would change here. And in terms of results, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give a Leipzig a win of a 1-0. But for me, this game can be a draw just as well. I don't think Pauli can win, only with a red card and something like that, or maybe late goal, like 90-minute goal. I think that is the only options where Pauli can win. But if it's a regular game, either a draw or a win for Leipzig is a play there. So I'm not gonna give you that then there nothing as well. Maybe the best way also to go here is not more than 2 goals to happen. So like from 0 to 2 goals, maybe that is the take. But yeah, I'm not gonna give you as my official pick nothing in that game. So then Union Berlin against Mainz, another tough game. Union Berlin that recently plays very decently, and Mainz, as you see, have a lot of draws lately. So since they're playing this at Union Berlin, I would go with Union Berlin to win here. If they played at Mainz home, I would actually go with a draw because they tend to play a lot of draws. But since it's Union Berlin home ground, they are playing very decent, and maybe they can even challenge these teams to try something. There I'm not sure if they are able to, but yeah, let's see, let's see. Anyways, Union, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go 2-1. 2-1. I'm gonna go 2-1 for Union Berlin, but I have nothing for you guys there as well. Then we have Werder Bremen against Hoffenheim, and Hoffenheim is a team that is kind of stable, and there is a lot of factors that are showing that. Firstly, because they are fifth. Secondly, because they have 29 to 20, which means that they are scoring more than they concede. But it's not just like by 1 goal. It's like they have 30 goals to compare to 20, which kind of means that per game they score 1 goal and a half, and they concede one. So in that sense, when you see the logic of that on the Werder Bremen side, for example, that are of course conceding more than scoring, and also this form, a lot of reds here, a lot of losses here. For me, and especially since the odds are kind of big, I think they should put Hoffenheim at a price of something similar to Leipzig. I think 2 or 2.1. I think the book is kind of undervalued this here Hoffenheim, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that in a sense of giving you as a draw double chance on Hoffenheim, and the odds should be 1.4. The funny thing is the odds were even bigger, 2.4. Now they are a little bit dropping, so we see that people are actually maybe going more on Hoffenheim, and I'm leaning towards them as well. So for me, draw double chance on Hoffenheim should be a safe take. But if you want a more riskier take, the only option that I would go as the second option here is both teams to score and draw double chance Hoffenheim. If you to combine it with goals. In terms of scoreline, I do think both teams to score will happen. But I think Hoffenheim will even win this. So I'm gonna go draw double chance on Hoffenheim as a regular pick, but I'm not gonna put it also both teams to score. I'm just gonna go with this. So that's pretty much it as the second pick that I am giving you guys here in the Bundes Liga. Then we have Bayer Leverkusen Stuttgart, and it's another draw double chance, guys. Actually, third in a row. But the last one is not gonna be a draw double chance. I just want to say that as well. So I'm leaning here, of course, on the Leverkusen, and the reason is simple. I think a lot of teams are way too close to Leverkusen. I think Leverkusen is better than all of these teams below them, including Leipzig. I think Leverkusen is better than Leipzig. And it's not just that result of 3-1 for Leverkusen. I think Leverkusen is just more stable. And so on. I mean, they're playing against Stuttgart. If they lose this, they are putting themselves in enormous pressure, because that will mean that Stuttgart is gonna have 29. Leverkusen will stay on 29, and Leipzig is playing that game that they probably gonna win or draw, so they can easily drop to this 5-6 position, depending how Hoffenheim as well gonna play, and maybe Frankfurt how they gonna do with the Dortmund. So by seeing this, for me, draw double chance on Leverkusen, at least not to lose, is kinda a must take. Maybe a draw here is the most realistic result. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Leverkusen, but I think a draw is pretty much. I give the percentage wise for a win and a draw pretty much the same. I think a win for Leverkusen and a draw for this match is kinda 35-40% for both of these outcomes, and Stuttgart to win is probably like 15%. That is how, in my head at least, this game is going. So draw, double chance on Leverkusen, regular pick as the third pick here in the Bundesliga. Then we go Mönchengladbach Augsburg. I have, guys, nothing for you here as well. I think that both of these teams are pretty same. The form is same. They are only 2 points apart from each other, and pretty much they need points. Definitely, especially if, for example, Augsburg win this, they are going over them, which will put Mönchengladbach in a pressure here that they are really now gonna feel the heat. So I think Mönchengladbach really don't want to lose, and I'm gonna go here with a draw. I think the draw will be fine for both of these teams, and I think both of these teams will be happy with a draw as well. Then the last one and the last pick is Bayern Munich against Wolfsburg, and I kind of have two kind of picks here. From first, I wanna show you that here Wolfsburg tend to score a lot of goals. So, for example, they scored 3, they scored 3, they scored 3, they scored 1, and they scored 1. So they have, from last 5 matches, they have 11 goals, guys, from last 5 matches, which kind of give us a perspective on how Wolfsburg likes to play. Bayern Munich is a team that obviously going for goals and play open football. That clearly states that Wolfsburg definitely will score in this game. That's pretty much like 100%. But the problem is, again, that this is the game after the break, so maybe some stuff are changing or whatever. But I am doing this based on before the this winter vacation, on how they played. So it's based on that, because that is the only information that I have. I'm not living in Germany to know maybe what is happening with some of the teams and stuff like that. So therefore, my pick here is definitely goals, but I'm giving you the classic one of over 1.5 goals in the first half. I think the odds are 1.8, something like that. And I actually think in this game there is going to be a lot of goals, like 4 or 5 goals. You can even go with more, maybe even go over 2.5 goals, for example. That means at least 3 goals to happen in first half, because I think now it's kind of worth it to take this risk when when you're back from the break. So, but in terms of overall scoreline, I'm gonna say 4-2. I was actually thinking of going 3-3, but I think it's too much. I think Bayern will make a win, but I think Wolfsburg will make Bayern sweat. So I'm gonna give you 2 bets, and both of these bets are pretty much kind of nice in my opinion, and both of them are kind of, I would like to combine them, but I don't think there is option to combine these kind of bets. So first one is over 1.5 goals in first half, and second one is handicap on Wolfsburg of 3 goals. That means that we at start, of 4 goals. Sorry guys, and the handicap of 4 goals is actually 1.5. Very nice odds, very big odds. So bookies actually think that Bayern Munich gonna destroy Wolfsburg with like 4-0, 5-0, something like that. I think that is too much. I don't think Wolfsburg will lose more than 3 goals, because this handicap of 4 goals on Wolfsburg means that Wolfsburg can lose maximum to 3 goals, like 3-0, 4-1, and then this bet is a winning one. If they lose by 4 goals, then we are losing. So, but anyways, I like both of these bets very, very much. Sadly for me, I cannot combine this handicap with over 1.5 goals in the first half. If I could do that, I would actually do this both bets together, because I really do like them both. But sadly, I cannot. But yeah, anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the Bundesliga. Thank you again for your time. Now here you're gonna see the Spain La Liga, and after that, of course, I'm gonna finish with Serie A, and of course top prediction video. So I hope to you guys see you there. Thank you for your time, guys. I wish you Merry Christmas to Orthodox Christians, And I wish you, anyways, good weekend, guys. Best of luck and enjoy time with your family and the weekend. Bye, guys.